Hey guys, what's up? I have an interesting setup today. I have an audio interface which is an Audient ID4, and I have two microphones, and I have my laptop. So I can record via two mics and I can play music, and I wanted to see how we could get all of those into my phone, which is the Samsung Galaxy S22. Right now I'm recording it via my phone using the default inputs. So I'll show you my setup and hopefully we can connect and see. So this is my MacBook Pro, and I have the white cable which is the power supply. That's not necessary for the setup, but that's just there anyway. And then the black cable which is the connection to my Audient ID4 interface. So that goes all the way into my audio interface. This is the Audient ID4 Mark II, and like I said, it has two inputs, input 1 and input 2. On input 1 I have the XLR connection, and it's connected to my Rode NT1A, and that requires a phantom power. So I've turned on the phantom power, which is indicated by this red light glowing, and I've set a fairly decent amount of gain here. And the other input is a guitar input here. So I have a USB mic, which is my A&T Esports Vente 220 mic. I powered it using a power bank, and then this has a zero latency monitoring headphone output. So I've taken the gain off of it, and the aux cable. Using an aux cable, I've taken out the audio from there and routed it into this input of the audio input 2, and I've set a decent amount of gain here. And so I have two inputs, so the microphones are set, and in Audient we have the option to set these as stereo mics, with one being the left and the other the right. So that can also be done. This is the volume knob for the monitor, where I can either connect it to speakers or to headphones. Right now I'm using headphones. This is a Beyerdynamic DT770 Pro, and there is an additional headphone output here. We'll come to that in a bit. There is an interesting knob here on the Audient ID4, which is the monitor mix. So it balances out the input and the DAW mix. The DAW in this case is nothing but the system audio, should we have any system audio coming out. So we are going to be connecting this entire output and routing it to my phone on which I'm recording. So let me try doing that. How am I going to do that? So I have this USB adapter lying around, and this has an headphone output, or input rather. So I'm going to be connecting an aux cable into this and then connecting it to my phone. That way the entire output of the audio interface is going to be routed into this phone, and hopefully we can hear that. So how do I get the audio out of this? So one port, I'm using it for the headphones. The other port I've already connected an aux cable. Let me show you the other end of it. So this is the other end of this aux cable. So I'm going to be routing it inside this. It's quite a task to do it with a single hand, but let me try to do it. Yeah, so I managed to connect it, I guess. Yes, and please note this aux cable is of a fairly low quality, so just for the purposes of demonstration I'm connecting this. For all that we know, it could be possible that the audio quality is much worse after I connect this, and the other factor is that the amount of signal going into this, we don't have much of a control between that in a way to be able to monitor how much signal is going in. But let's try doing that anyway. So now we are all set. The mics are connected to the audio interface. The audio interface is connected to the system laptop, and we can play music from the laptop, and also the output is being routed into the input, or is going to be the moment I connect this to my phone, which I'm going to do right now. So one thing to note is that I have kept the volume at this is 0 so that we don't peak as soon as the phone gets connected, and I'm going to slowly increase it as we speak and then play some music. So I'm connecting it now. So hopefully you can hear the signal coming in from the audio interface and these two microphones. This is my Rode NT1A on input 1 and this is on input 2, the Vente esports mic. So and the monitor mix is all the way to the left, and I'm slowly increasing the gain so as to not peak when we hear this back. The only way for me to find out is by listening to this clip back to see how the audio sounds. Like I said, the aux cable is not of great quality, so it could be much worse. So for the purposes of demonstration, it should be okay. So let's try doing something. I'm going to be playing some music on the computer. I'll also switch my camera as I do that so that you can see what I'm doing. So right now I'm playing some music, and you shouldn't be able to hear any music right now because like we know, this monitor mix is set all the way to input, so we cannot hear anything right now. So I'm slowly going to increase this. As I turn it towards the right, it is going to mix the music along with this. So hopefully you can hear music. At some point my voice will be subdued by the music. So
through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
Now as I reduce, you can hear more of my voice, and if I turn it all the way to the left, the music gets completely cut off. So this is a good way to balance out the music and the voice. So let me keep it at this level. Hopefully this gives a good blend of the music and the voice. So that's how we stream audio from the computer along with the voice and into the microphone. So into the phone camera. The only disadvantage is that we have no way to monitor the level at which the signal is going into this mobile phone. I'll have to listen to it back. But this is an effective way to stream audio from the computer and the input. Let's say we are performing and I'm playing something, then this is a good way to have a backing track and then my performance as well. Or if someone is podcasting and they want to switch between having music between the breaks and speaking, that can be done as well. So hope you like this video. That's it for today. Cheers.